Hey guys, so this video is going to be on this look. I wanted to do something different, something with a little bit of color. I never do color, and since it's spring turning into summer, I thought I could do something different for once. And I have a little bit of time, so I'm very excited to record. And I am finally recording in my room on my vanity, which is my second video in here, but the first one didn't really count. It was on my camera, but it was a vanity tour, so it wasn't really anything focused on the lighting and focused on myself as far as the makeup as well. So let me know how the lighting is, if it's a thumbs up, if it needs some work, so that way I can work on it. Also, the background. I know you guys are just dying to stare at this lovely background. I actually bought something as a background. It didn't work out today when I tried setting it up. So I need to find something different, figure something out. So for now, just have to work with this. And I really wanted to just record in my room for once. So if you want to learn how to recreate this look, then just keep watching. So I got this Morphe palette. It's the brow palette. Let me see. Oh, if I can get it open. Looks like this. And I've been really lazy on my eyebrows and doing my eyebrows. So I found a quick, easy technique that I'm doing. And I guess I will just show you guys since I have been skipping my brow routine lately in my videos. By the way, I'm working on how many times I say I'm trying to cut it out if I see it as I'm editing. And I'm trying to replace it with so. That sounds better. So let's go ahead and get to my brows. I'm going to just brush them into the shape they are meant to be. And bear with me, I will be switching from mirror down here to a mirror right here. I need to find my comfort zone. I haven't recorded on myself in my bedroom at my vanity, so this is something really different. I'm gonna take this dark shade right here and an angled brush, obviously, and just fill in my brows. And I just have been filling them in very lightly as to the shape that I want them. I don't like add too much product. And then once I get to these hairs, I go upward. So I hope that's okay. I mean, I have been growing my brows out for a very long time, so it's kind of coming into the desired shape that I want. So I just fill them in with a powder very lightly. Okay, so the colors I'm going to use are these tealish green colors. They look very identical, right? This one is actually lighter. This one's a little darker. You can tell really lightly. So this is what color I'm going to use on the eye. It doesn't so much match what I'm wearing, but that's okay. I can always change. So before that, we need to prep the skin. So I'm taking this Master Prime by Maybelline. I like it, especially if you want a dewy finish, a glow. That's what we're going for. This one's called Blur and Eliminate. And it's like a light pink, has like a pearl shine to it. So go ahead and just rub that all in. Okay, then I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Green Corrector. And I'm going to just put it in areas that I get red. There we go. And I'm going to blend it out with my fingers. There we go. Now, moving on. Now that our face is prepped, we can move on back to the eye. So I just primed my eyes. Now I'm going to take a shade as close to my primer, my skin tone, whatever, a light shade. This one is by Mary Kay. Silky Caramel is the name. It's so pretty in person. Ah! Not when you drop it, it breaks. Good thing it did not break. And a fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply this all over my eyelid up to my brow, just to give us a flat, clean, nice surface to work with and to blend. You can kind of tell this one's a little browner than this one until we are finished. And just buff that in all over very evenly. Now I'm going to go in and start with my highlight on my brow bone. This is this light pearl shade, and just apply it under my brow bone. There we go, and it's alright if it's messy or whatever, it's gonna get covered up. I just want something in the back to kind of highlight the brow bone. And then I will go back in my inner corner with the same color once the look's finished. So now I need a cool tone transition color. I'm going to take this light brown, whatever you want to call it, and just apply it in the crease. Sorry, my nose itches. And this is something just really different for me. I don't usually put color all over my lid. So this will be interesting. And this is just a fluffy brush from Morphe. Make sure it's really blended out. So now I grabbed a fluffy brush, but a skinny one that we will be able to get into the crease really good, and then a flat brush for the lid. So I'm going to use a lighter green shade in my crease. And I'm just applying this in my crease. We will go all the way to the inner corner. And then let's take a clean fluffy brush to blend that all out. I'm going to go in just a little darker. Until it's blended up. Okay, and then just do the same for the other eye. Okay, now taking the darker green, it's more like a teal, and let's apply that all over the lid. okay. It will be a little messy, especially playing with colors. So good thing we didn't apply our foundation yet, and we can always clean it up. And I am bringing this smoky eye all the way down underneath, so we will be fine if it looks a little messy. Now let's just blend those together. Okay, I know it's a little scary right now, but you've seen my videos before. I always look scary until it's completed. So let's move on quick. That way we can get this look together. Now I don't want a really full coverage, anything crazy, so I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown, which I mentioned in my foundation review. It is like a real sheer coverage, so if you want full coverage, then this isn't the one. And I'm just going to take a fluffy brush to apply this all over. And I'm not going to worry about the coverage because I just want something real light. So that's a nice, good, even coverage. Now we can move on. For my concealer, I'm using the MAC Select Cover Up in the shade NC20. And when I apply it on myself, I just put a little bit on my pinky and blend it out with my finger. It really helps. Okay, so the areas I applied my concealer: under my eye, on the sides, down here, and down the bridge of my nose. Now we need to set everything with powder and apply our concealer. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my new brush set. One of the brushes is this Accentuate brush. It's just a nice fluffy brush, but not too fluffy. So I really like it for setting my under eye highlight. I found it to work really well instead of the other two that I've been using in my videos. So now I'm just setting my highlight with banana powder. I feel like banana powder is really similar to the shade I'm in the concealer. And then just a little bit on the forehead. Lately I have been loving to do my contour because I got a new brush. A brush that I've been wanting, and they've been sold out, and they finally got it they finally had it when I was there. It's a Morphe M405 contour brush. It's just perfect contour brush. So I'm loving this brush and being able to do my contour. It really helps. And just buffing that contour out. Then we can go down the bridge of our nose, on the sides. And then on the sides of our temples, going down, bringing it into the contour, and just blending it out really well. Okay, and across your hairline. And sometimes I will go under my chin just to give a more sharper shape. Now let's finish up our eyes. I'm going to add some black eyeliner in my waterline. I'm trying my best to stay away from white, which is what I always go to when I do my makeup. Ow, that kind of hurt. Okay. For the eyes, you need a flat brush like this and something to buff it out and blend really nicely. The lighter green that I used, which is a shade 37, and apply that all under my lash line. There we go. Now, once that's applied, let's change brushes and grab the fluffy, rounded brush. And I'm going to take that brown cool tone transition color that I used in my crease at first and use that to blend this out. Okay, now that's all blended. So now let's just go back and highlight our inner tear duct using that same shade in 04. And really focusing on bringing it up instead of so much down. There we go. Okay. Okay, now let's go in and highlight. You know, that's my favorite part. So I'm going to go crazy. So highlight our cheekbones, but right above our cheekbones. And then sometimes I like to bring it up around, right above the eyebrow. You can go ahead and bring it down the bridge of the nose, on the tip, above the lip, and then do your other cheek. And very lightly bring it up. So once your eyelashes are curled, then just apply some mascara. And this is obviously the Younique 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. So I will have to get some for myself. Ah! I know you saw that. Good thing that can just be cleaned up real quick with a Q-tip. So let me go get a Q-tip and I'll be right back. So moving on to our lips, I used a cool tone brown. I wanted to use a cool tone brown lip liner. This one is Younique in the shade Prim. And, excuse me, I'm going to just line my lips. One second, I need to. So once my lips are lined, I'm just going to brush the liner out a little bit so it's not harsh. This lip liner is really similar to MAC Stone. I just feel like this one's a little more brown and Stone is a little more gray. So to not make this so harsh, I'm going to add this just on the outer corners. It'll just help bring everything together. And lately I've just really been into nude ombre lips, so that's obviously what I'm doing. And then I'm going to apply MAC Myth in the center. So that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was definitely something different for me. Let me know how the lighting is. That way I can work on it if it's not so good. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.